Attend the world's best business workshop led by America's #1 business coach for free by subscribing on iTunes and leaving us an objective review. Claim your tickets by emailing us proof that you did it and your contact information to info@thrivetimeshow.com.
Thrive Nation, what is going on? My name is Clay Clark. I'm the former U.S. SBA Entrepreneur of the Year, sent here on a mission to get you into a great financial position. Now, here is the topic that we're talking about. We're talking about creating a wow moment for new customers. Now, I want to make sure you get this. When you create a wow, people typically refer other people now. Ooh. When you create a wow, people typically refer other people now.
Lyrical miracle.
So this is a big thought. If you were truly a selfish person, if you said, all by myself, I want to take pictures all by myself. If all you cared about was yourself, and all you wanted to do was just to be the most selfish person ever, because all you cared about was yourself, because you're awesome, then what you would do is wow the crap out of your customers, because it comes back to you. It's like a boomerang. When you wow somebody, it immediately comes back to you. So Walt Disney would say, whatever you do, do it well. Do it so well that when people see you do it, they will want to come back and see you do it again. And they will want to bring others and show them how well you do what you do. I would tell you, if I was sitting down with you, coaching with you right now, the most selfish thing that you can do to grow your business, for the growth of your wallet and the growth of your business, is to wow the customer by consistently delivering more and better service than the customer expects. Napoleon Hill, if he were here piling on, this is the guy who's the #1 self-help author of all time before the Chicken Soup for the Soul series. And then that guy just sold a ton of books, and that's really not even relevant. He ran up the score and was probably on steroids. But he writes, going the extra mile is the action of rendering more and better service than for which you are presently paid. When you go the extra mile, the law of compensation comes into play. Marshall, I want to break that down. It says right here, again, going the extra mile is the action of rendering more and better service than that for which you are presently paid. When you go the extra mile, the law of compensation comes into play. So how do I create a wow moment in a business? How do I make sure it happens every single time?
You got to ask yourself, what is it that your clients are not expecting you to do in terms of an over delivery? So what do I mean by this? It means when you over deliver, you will soon be overpaid. So you got to ask yourself, what is it that they are expecting out of this relationship or this transaction, and how can I provide them more value than what they are expecting? How can I exceed their expectations? How can I perform more quickly? How can I create more value? How can I provide them more product, more service? What can I do that will wow them? What will make them say, oh my gosh, you didn't have to do that, but you did.
So here I am with some ample examples that I don't know if the human mind can handle, but I'm going to give it to you. So here we go. I see there's a restaurant in Seattle. It's called the Pike's Place. And every time they get fresh fish, they yell, fresh fish, fresh fish. And Chup, I'd like to put it on the show notes, a YouTube link to the fresh fish people at the Pike's Place. And we can put it on during the break. The Pike's Place people yelling fresh fish. Now at Starbucks, they put your name on the cup. Marshall, they don't have to put your name on the cup, but they put your name on the cup.
Well, Dale Carnegie, one of the other best-selling self-help authors, Dale Carnegie, says that everybody's most favorite word or most favorite sound is their name.
Yes, but I would think about In-N-Out burgers and over at In-N-Out. What they do is they'll actually make the French fries in front of you. They'll put the potato in there, and bam, and they just hit this. Awesome! It is so sexy.
And that's that's another option.
Have you been to In-N-Out Burgers? Have you seen that?
It's incredible.
Yes, it is so nice. And have you ever been to Taco Bueno, their fresh salsa bar? Have you seen that?
I've not seen this.
Come on, dude.
You're a flat-out liar, Marshall.
That is unacceptable. That's not sexy.
Hold on. Educate me on this salsa bar.
You just go to Taco Bueno and they have so much fresh salsa. I don't know that I've ever
actually been into Taco Bueno.
Hey, Luke with the hub. Do they not have fresher salsa at Taco Bueno?
It's pretty nice.
They make it seem that way anyways.
Really?
Okay, another example. When you go to Disney World It's super over the top clean. Like
Okay, I'm
over
back
the top
on track
clean.
with you now.
Let's go to
Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. Give it to
Chick-fil-A.
me. Talk about wow moments.
My pleasure. Sometimes I'll just, after
my
a
pleasure.
long day, you go through Chick-fil-A and they're like, my pleasure. Hey, it's my pleasure to serve you. And it's just it's a friendly face.
Okay, that's a move.
That's a move.
That's a move.
I got a move.
What's a move?
Okay. So one of the moves is on the first experience, whether you're quoting a client, whether you have an appointment, you're setting that appointment, what can I provide them that is an over delivery? So
More than expected.
So DoubleTree.
DoubleTree.
They're notorious. They're known for warm chocolate chip cookies at check-in. Okay, it's not something they have to do. It's something that they choose to do. So maybe it's giving them cookies as a part of the quote.
You know what I want to do is I want to put on the show notes. Let's put the DoubleTree cookies.
Okay.
And let's put a link to the Southwest Airlines in-flight attendant announcement, because the flight attendants at Southwest Airlines are incentivized monetarily and culturally to be funny. Did you know this?
Well, when all of the other airlines are just doing, hey, let's just push the play button and let's let this ambiguous person tell you about the safety.
I always tell the Thrivers this story, but I love telling it because it's so true. I went to the hotel, and it was Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. And there is a bellman there. There's a lot of bellmen, probably 50, 60 bellmen. I don't know how many bellmen, a lot of bellmen. And this bellman looks exactly like Barack Obama. And I said, hey, could you help me bring my bags up to my room? Because he's the bellman. He says, absolutely. My name's Obama. You guys voted for me. Appreciate that. If you didn't vote for me, most people did, so it's cool. We'll work through it. And then he kept saying funny stuff like, hey, I got a hope and a change that you have a great vacation. So here's the deal. I hope that you're going to have a great vacation. I'm going to help you change the outcome. So if you want to know of a great vacation spot, let me know. And he just keeps being into this whole hope and change deal. And he's like, here's the deal. I hope that you would give me some spare change as a result of over-delivering. So what I want to do is and he's just on it. So we get up to our hotel room. He unloads our bags. My wife needs to knock out a couple errands. And I go back downstairs. I notice that Obama has a huge line of people waiting. They're waiting for him to get on in the taxi. They're waiting for him to go in their Uber. They don't want anybody else to be their bellman because they want Obama. And you see, it was a commodity. Every bellman gets paid the same and they all get tipped, but he brought that extra special sauce.
The sizzle.
And I'm not kidding. He was running to their cars and running back. He says, Obama's busy. Obama's changed the nation.
Busy.
And he's just really funny, but that was his calling card. And you can, Chup, absolutely wow anybody if you want to. We'll put it on the show notes.
Yeah.
But Harvard did a research called it's called The Only Number You Need to Grow. It's a thing called the Net Promoter Score. And they found that the companies that wow their customers grow the fastest. And those companies are predictable. That's Apple, like the computer people. That's Starbucks. That's Whole Foods. I mean, you can think of the companies that, wow, that's Quick Trip, that's Chick-fil-A, that's Southwest Airlines. So your coach will work with you, but you want to think about how can you visually exceed the customer's expectations? How can you do it with audio? How can you do it with the look? How can you do it with the tour? How can you do it with the experience? How can you do it with the on-hold music? How can you do it with the greeting? How can you do it with the packaging? How can you over-deliver and exceed the expectations of each and every client? That, my friend, is how you create a wow moment for each and every customer so you can selfishly grow that business.